we take it from everywhere. We're not doing anything that is existing already. We're just like kind of creating this individual thing, and every band says that, but yeah, the lyrical.
But not everybody pulls it off.
Well, yeah, I mean, I agree with that.
I should start by asking you, how are you doing? Because you've been on a busy road trip. You spent some time in Europe, and then you go straight here. I think today is like 1 month of nonstop touring for you.
I think it's over a month today. Yeah, we did a couple weeks in Europe, flew from Germany to Portland, met up with Wayfarer, and we've been on tour for over a month. We have a few weeks left. It's it's going well. You know, things are holding up. Rock and roll's happening. So
there you go. I mean, if there's demand, why not give the supply?
Yeah.
I should say congratulations as well for a lot of things. First of all, congratulations on joining Central Media. That's super exciting.
Yeah.
And then also new single out. How's the response been to the new song?
It's been great. I mean, we dropped it right before we headed out on tour. We played it every night, and you wonder because it's like, okay, people have responded well to our previous album.
Yep.
So we're coming out, we're playing a new song. Response has been great. It feels to me like it's the highlight of the set live.
Okay.
It's very fun to play. It's the vibe that we feel right now. So it's pretty exciting because as soon as this touring portion is done, we have a lot to write. So
yeah. You know what? Let's just go straight there because you're right. Your previous album came out 2022, so it's out now for 1.5 years. It was so well received, and a lot of people then go like, "Oh, this new band popped out of nowhere," and it's like, great, but you've been working on this for 10 years,
right? Yeah.
So it's an overnight sensation, 10 years in the making. But then all of a sudden, the album does really well. People are putting it on their best album of the year lists and stuff like that. Central Media says like, we want to work with you, and now there's pressure because you won't get 10 years to work to the second album. So most bands tell me when I interviewed them that the second album was the hardest one to do. Do you feel that? Do you have a voice in the back of your head going like, oh, now there's pressure and expectations and holy shit? Or are you like, no, we've got the right vibe, we've got this cool new song, we know where we're going to go, and we're just going to go right at it?
Well, I mean, like, yeah, there's always personal pressure and expectations that we put on ourselves. And I think for us doing the first record, we had that pressure too because we kind of like it was the shot we were shooting and it had to work. Like this, like this is what we're doing. This band, this music. So it was like that's why we took so long to do it is because we wanted to strike the killing blow with the first shot. And then now where we are now, there's that intensity too of needing. It's self-imposed for us where it has to be. We have to completely to ourselves do something that takes us past that and. Our own standard for that is going to be maddening. I mean, even just doing the single, it's like we were just so intense and approached it in a very intense way. So, I would say our own expectations and requirements that we have as people and as a band are going to push us to insane levels for ourselves. So I think that'll translate to people that listen to it. And then it's a matter of opinion for whoever hears it versus if they like that or not.
Awesome. The new song, I don't know if you agree with me on that one, but like there was a vibe for me that pulled me back. Not that the music is necessarily the same. There's definitely influences there, I think, but I kind of got like the sun goes down vibe from Thin Lizzy in there, and it just transports you in like a dark, sweaty, after hours club. There's this sense of like you're walking to a new place, a little bit of danger, a little and excitement as well. That vibe, if you will, it's not something that we see a lot of bands pull off well these days. It's like either people go, oh, here's the stripper song to dance to, and it's another, pour some sugar on me, or people are not really going into that more sensual heavy metal. You guys seem to be finding that balance pretty easily, also already on the previous album. what are the inspirations? Where did that come from? Where are those influences?
Well, I mean, one of the big things is that we don't really see that in metal so much, or a lot of rock. And a lot of times when we've seen it, it's been like from this like male perspective or whatever. So
Right.
it's like I just think that the job of the artist is to tell the truth, is just to be like, don't make up a story, like don't just say a cool line, like what's the meaning? And then your
Right.
craft will turn that into the song that sticks in your head. But like the infused essence is like reality essentially. So we're just pulling from experience essentially to get a lyrical and vibe sense that we want to do here. I mean, we're not, like we've always said this, we're not afraid, and we embrace like a lot of pop stuff, a lot of like goth stuff, punk stuff as well. We take it from everywhere. We're not doing anything that is existing already. We're just
Right.
like kind of creating this individual thing, and every band says that, but yeah, the lyrical...
But not everybody pulls it off.
Well, yeah, I mean, I agree with that. But like, yeah, like the vibe of it, that's like, it's like we can't just write songs. We have to like actually live a certain life to like find out about stuff to write about, kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's also like you're not afraid to pour the darker elements of yourself into that as well. Because on the previous album, sides like anxiety and depression are there as well.
Oh yeah, that's that honesty part of it. Yeah, it's like it's scary to do so, and there's many times with like lyrics and even talking about it where it's like I want to pull back. It's like I'm like an introverted person. I'm not comfortable with like social media or any of this stuff, and it's like in the songs like you're kind of telling everything.
Yeah.
But it's like that's where I decide to kind of like give it. You know, it's like the music is the only thing that matters to me in my life, so it's like anything that could be put into that to give it its needed like power, like that's where it's gonna go. So it's like yeah, it's terrifying to put that stuff in there for sure.
Is it then is playing these songs live after you've put yourself into that as an introvert or self-proclaimed introvert?
Yeah.
Playing these songs live for an audience night after night, non-stop. Does that make it harder, or does that make it easier to deal with those dark feelings inside?
It takes a lot out of me. Like everything that the band does is like it's me giving something, and like you know, it's like it's giving the whole time. Like so that is definitely a part of it. But it feels right to do.
Okay.
And it's like if I have a dark day, that's channeled into the show. So it's like how I like if I'm having a great time, that's also channeled into the show.
Right.
Like whatever it is, it's gonna come in. It could be like this like darker feeling or this like energetic thing or both. Like yeah, who knows? We'll see how my mental health is 10 years from now.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it's going tonight as well.
Yeah,
but,
that's it, yeah.
To wrap us up, you guys are on the road with Wayfarer, and I love that combination because, sure, like if we look at like subcategories of genres, it'd be like, well, not necessarily the same band, but you guys could fit in like a cinematic universe together in a way. You know what I mean?
We're both like all in on our vibe, whatever that is, and it works together well. It's like it's obviously a mixed bill.
Yeah.
It's like they're more extreme, we're more like rock and roll like stuff. So it's like that has worked. It's been pretty good.
Yeah.
And Valdrin, who's joined us for a lot of shows, also they're more consistent with the Wayfarer sound, I would say, probably.
Right.
But like, yeah, it's cool to have the blended bill. I mean, I'd rather go to a show like that too. So.
Yeah, for sure. And then all bands bring this like bit of a mystique, if you will, a little bit of a. The atmosphere seems very similar, even if the music is different, in a way, right?
Immersive, I would hope.
Exactly. So, apart from knowing that you're gonna think the highlight tonight is the new single, but what else can we expect for tonight?
The highlight is the new single, the songs from the last album, and we have at least one surprise that we pull out every night if you haven't seen us yet. So
okay,
yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I know these are extremely hectic days, and that you take 20 minutes of your time to come here to have some fun with us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
You are awesome for watching this video. Click right here to see more content like it and subscribe to the channel.